All right, ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? My name is Denonu, and we're going to be talking about the Mortal Kombat trailer here.
On a mission in Brazil.
So let's see how this is, and then I'm going to give my opinion on it. Okay.
It tore through our unit in seconds.
I'm expecting this movie to be hot garbage, but okay.
It has superhuman abilities.
I may be wrong. So Sub-Zero being a badass?
It had the same marking you do, Cole.
Cole?
It's a birthmark.
Okay.
He was born with it.
It's not a birthmark, Cole.
Not feeling that guy.
Chosen.
Throughout history, different cultures all over the world reference a great tournament of champions.
Okay.
That dragon marking? I think it's an invitation to fight for something known.
Okay. Is that Sonata and Scorpion? Okay. Love him as an actor.
Mortal Kombat.
These are your champions.
I'm Sonya. That's Kano.
I'm Liu Kang.
Jax.
Billable. Okay.
Lord Raiden.
Okay.
The Earth is in our hands.
Ooh.
How many of
Loving how they gave him the samurai look instead of the ninja look. I'm liking that. All right, Melina. They're making her black for some unknown reason. Reptile. Sub-Zero with mist powers, unless that was smoke. I'm going to take this back frame by frame just so we can explore this here, because I'm going to have a lot to say.
I am Sub-Zero.
Oh, my brother's going to love this trailer. See, I'm the Scorpion fan of my family, and my brother's the Sub-Zero fan of the family. That's right. Okay. All right. All right, I'm not feeling...
You fucking beauty.
I'm not feeling Kano, or if that was supposed to be Shang Tsung, I'm not feeling that guy either, but okay. So, let's go frame by frame here and see if we can't figure out a little bit more here. And let me just mute that there since we've already seen it. First thing, I'm liking the whole Sub-Zero freezing everything bit. They're making Sub-Zero out to be like a super menacing bad guy. Love that. You know, loved it a lot because I'm guessing this is Bihan, not his brother, because his brother was if you want to call him good, his brother was the good one, but Bihan was a straight bad guy. So I'm liking that they're showing really cool stuff here. And is Jax the guy from Supergirl? Jimmy Olsen and that? Because that's who he looks like to me. You know, I'm guessing that's the same guy. Wish he was a little bit more buff, but that works. You know, Jax doesn't have to be a super buff guy, but as long as he's buff enough, and you know, that works for that, especially because you can make his arms super buff too. And I think that's what they're doing. But loving what they did with I think that's the UTG shotgun with the buckshot coming out and freezing like that. Loving that. Really loving this though. I like how it looks like the same guy from Supergirl. I like the fact that they're actually making a Mortal Kombat movie showing him the fatalities and stuff like that. Really loving that. Look how he just like freezes his arms and shatters them. Love that. So that's pretty cool. Her as Sonya, there's only so much you can do with Sonya, to be honest, YouTube. As long as you have a strong-willed white woman in there with blonde hair, that's fine. She looks a hell of a lot better than the chick from the first Mortal Kombat movie. And I think 7 of 9 would have fit the role, but I think in that little web series, I think she was a little bit too old for the part. So that I don't really have no problems with. Her acting would have to carry that character for me, not on looks. Now, whoever Joe Blow is here, Cole, I haven't, just to let you guys know, I haven't read anything about the movie or anything. I like to go into things blind. So since his name is not Liu Kang, because that's what I thought that was going to be at first, I think he's like the audience insert character that Hollywood has like a hard on for in all of their damn movies when it comes to things outside of typical romance, comedies and typical dramas that they do. They always feel like they have to insert a character in there to explain the universe of whatever it is that they're doing. To let the audience learn things as he learns things to fully understand what's going on. We don't need to do that no more. Honestly, Marvel has shown that you can just have explanations in your movie and be just fine. You don't have to make a Joe Blow no character that wasn't in the source material to sell your movie. You do not have to do that. If that's who he is, I'm not feeling that. Because then the movie's going to be about him. It's not going to be about Sub-Zero, Scorpion, Raiden, Liu Kang, and the tournament. It's going to be about him. And if that's the way they go, then it's like, I'm not feeling that. Because then it's going to make the movie shit. And that's not what I want to see. We all came to see Mortal Kombat, not Joe Blow's fight tournament movie. So I'm not feeling this at all. Hopefully, I don't know how they can do it. The trailer looks like it's centering around Sub-Zero, and I'm assuming Scorpion and whatever shady stuff the Lin Kuei are up to against the military spec op teams that Sonya and Jax was a part of. So I'm guessing that's the movie. But again, we don't know until we see how it all connects together. They're showing more of everybody else, which is what we want, but that could be just for the trailer, I'm hoping that that's what we get and not him going around a bunch of fight scenes trying to escape Sub-Zero and shit like that, and having them show a lot of shit that we just don't see. So I'm hoping that's not the case in this Mortal Kombat movie. But let me continue. Because see, like even in the promotional material, it's all promoting Sub-Zero and Scorpion. So I'm guessing the Lin Kuei, they come back and they're trying to do something with the tournament, or maybe they're trying to kill people before the tournament so Earthrealm could win because they were a part of Earthrealm, not Outworld. So I don't, know what's going on with that. But see, they keep showing this stuff like, oh, Cole's an MMA guy. I think I remember reading that somewhere. And it's like, oh, he, gets drafted into the Mortal Kombat. So I was like, I don't care about his story. Nobody cares about MMA. And oh, I got this Mortal Kombat tattoo birthmark that looks suspiciously like a fucking dragon. It's like, come on, ain't no fucking birthmark. You were branded as a kid, good sir. You got that guts treatment or that Harry Potter treatment. That's what happened. And I'm guessing that's his sister. Looks way too young to be a girlfriend. So I'm guessing he's going to have some angst, some family drama going on. And he, has all this pent up aggression, and that's why he fights. And maybe he feels as though he can't get out his full aggression doing MMA stuff. And he's going to be fighting in Mortal Kombat to kind of fulfill that urge maybe, or to see what's going on. Not a fan of none of that I'm saying. So you got Jax talking to him, I guess, explaining what the tournament is. So they already know. Let me see something. Let me unmute it real quick. Take it back. Oh, let me actually pause my speakers too. That way you guys aren't hearing that twice. I apologize. Slipping as a YouTuber. All right. Take this back a bit.
Means you've been chosen.
Because that whole chosen thing is new.
Different cultures all over the
Melina here. I don't like her race change, but I think she's a Tarkatan, so that was magically created. So I guess she could be any skin color they want her to be. Not too upset about that. She better have the mean grill though. Like if she doesn't have the teeth, there's no point in showing her character.
throughout history.
I'm going to be honest with that.
Cultures all over the world.
I'm going to be pissed if it's just like a black girl with like sharp teeth and she smile all the time. No, fuck that. No, she has to show the full grill. All right, so I have no idea who that is. Is that supposed to be Baraka or something? Because he kind of looks like Baraka, but he has like the bracers of like Liu Kang. So is he supposed to be just like a painting of an old warrior winning Mortal Kombat?
Reference a great tournament.
Okay, we got Raiden and I have no idea who that is. Shang Tsung? Because that doesn't look like Sub-Zero's profile, so, but I'm seeing all the ice, like Sub-Zero's been there. So maybe the Raiden is talking with not Shao Kahn, Shang Tsung about something.
Of champions.
This I wanted to take back because it looks like, okay, so that was Scorpion that he saw in the mirror. Okay. Because when they did this jump cut and when we watched it before, I was like, was that Baraka? And I'm like, is he going to be like a Baraka? Like he's going to transform into Baraka at some point at the end of the movie? But no, that's just a jump cut. So I'm guessing that's him like lamenting over the fact that he can't get his aggression out and why do I fight type BS. So Sanada is Scorpion. I forget what his first name is, but huge fan of his. And I think I loved him ever since I seen him whoop Tom Cruise's ass in The Last Samurai. And I watched most of the movies he's played in. Really great actor. Love him as Scorpion if they can do it right. I mean, he's kind of like an older guy, so I don't know how long they can keep him doing it, but I think he's like, what, 50 or 60 something now. So if he can do it physically, then hey, I'm all for it. And it looks like they're giving Scorpion the whole Japanese samurai look versus the spitting image copy of Sub-Zero, because I think Scorpion did that to mock him. So huge fan of that. I think they actually did that in one of the older games too. I want to say not since Mortal Kombat became popular again, not since they rebooted it with 9. I want to say like in 7 or 8, they gave him like a samurai-esque Scorpion outfit with the samurai shoulder pads and stuff. So that's a real great look along with the hood. I like that a lot. I'm guessing this is when he first appears to the main character for some reason. I'm guessing, or it could just be fancy editing because I still see what's his name in the mirror right there. So maybe this is like, I don't know. Maybe he's looking into the mirror and Scorpion is somehow using the teleporting power to speak to him or to show him flashes of something. Or maybe this Cole guy is a descendant of the Shirai Ryu and the Scorpion and Sub-Zero stuff happened back in the day. Let's say 30, 40 years ago or something. And let's say if Cole let's say he's Scorpion's son. I have no idea. I'm just going to throw this out there, but it would make the story fit. Let's say if Sub-Zero wiped out the Shirai Ryu, killed Scorpion, and let's say Scorpion thought that he killed his family, including his son, and he got pissed, became Scorpion in another realm and stuff. Sub-Zero then finds out later that, oh no, the son that he had lived. So that would explain why Sub-Zero is fighting in a city area, in an urban area for no reason. Because they have to explain that. Because the Lin Kuei have always been like, yeah, assassins and whatnot, but they're not going around fighting in city streets killing people. You know, so I'm assuming if he is somebody important, then let's say that would bring Scorpion in, that would bring Sub-Zero in, that would tie that whole bow together. So maybe that's who he is. Instead of being Joe Blow, maybe they're bringing in a new character and that's their way of kind of mingling things together to kind of further the plot to explain why these characters are there. Stuff like that. So Scorpion could have a vengeful fight with Sub-Zero throughout the movie, but then also save his son and kind of redeem his character if he needs to be. I'm just guessing, but it just makes sense from a story point to do something like that. So let me continue here.
That dragon marking? I think it's
Like I said, loving Sanada as Scorpion.
an invitation.
I will say my favorite, if I had to pick, it would be I forget what the Asian guy's name is, but he has like the puffy eyebrows. The guy who played Scorpion in the web series from a couple years back. That's probably my favorite, one, because he did the moment in the in the video for that where like the police arrested him and he got out of the handcuffs. That actor is really good too. I've seen him in tons of TV shows. I think he was even Kazuya in the Tekken movie. But I would have rather seen him just because he's a younger guy. So if you wanted to make, let's say, pull a Marvel and make 10 different Mortal Kombat movies, you can have his character throughout the whole series. But the fact that they're going with Sanada, like I said, I'm not mad at all. But he is an older guy, so who knows? I'm assuming they're only going to make at most 2 or 3 movies. Because this movie doesn't look B-rate, but it looks like they spent all the money on special effects. So in order for them to get a sequel, the movie probably has to sell. And given in today's market with Corona, with movie theaters not being open like that, movies aren't making billions of dollars anymore. So I'm not sure if this is going to get a sequel. I'm hoping it is, but who knows if it is or not. So
To fight for something known.
ooh,
As Mortal Kombat.
These are your champions.
I'm Sonya. That's Kano.
This whole comedy relief, laughing. I mean, I guess you could say that's Kano's character. He wasn't necessarily comic relief in the games, but he was that egocentric, villainous character. So, they actually, I mean, it looks like, I don't know if, like, I don't have no idea who this guy is, but if he is, let's say, Australian and the crazy guy, that would make sense. So, it's like, you know, I mean, I would have to see how he is in the movie, but it looks like, just judging from this, he's going to be the comic relief / comedic villainous type asshole, you know, and people like that if you could do it right. So hopefully, they do that. I'm glad they actually show him doing his moves with the eye laser and him ripping somebody's heart out. You know, finally, you know, we're getting fatalities in a Mortal Kombat movie.
I'm Liu Kang.
Liu Kang, I'm not feeling, you know, visually, but like with Sonya and, you know, the other characters, their acting would have to sell me on it. Just if I have to give a first impression, just like in the picture of him down there with Kung Lao, I'm not going to say they don't look the part, because they do, but it's just, I have to see it, you know? And so far, I'm not impressed, but who knows? Maybe when the trailer comes out, well, not the trailer, when the movie comes out,
Thanks, Jack.
we'll, you know, I'll be impressed and, you know, can like him a whole lot better. Yeah, that's the guy for Supergirl. Yep. Recognize that ball, hit it anywhere. All right. So I love the way they did Jax's arms. They're more functional. They're more mechanical. They're not just Colossus arms like you see a lot in the games. I'm liking that. As a tech guy, I really appreciate the time when they go in and do that. I like the fact that it's not like fully humanistic. You can definitely tell that they're machine arms, and with the gears, the elbows and stuff like that. Liking that a whole lot.
Kung Lao. Lord Raiden. The fate of Earth is in our hands.
Raiden, I mean, I don't know, maybe Christopher Lambert and I forget what the other guy was in Mortal Kombat 2. Love him as an actor, but I can never remember his name. But maybe we've had images of like an Americanized Raiden for so long that that's become the image of Raiden in live action. So to see him as an Asian guy, it's kind of like, you know, but Raiden can be anybody. I mean, he's an elder god. So, you know, I'm not harping on this just because I like, oh, Raiden has to be American. No, I could care less. You know, from a lore standpoint, he can be anybody he wants to be. You know, he can change his body every time he comes on screen. So, I have to see if he, you know, leans into the character, and I have to see how he acts in order to, you know, to get a full judgment. But right now, just this, I'm not impressed. I wish he had his white outfit, or maybe like the white and blue going on or something like that.
The Earth is in our hands.
But it don't look bad though. I'm not saying that it looks like shit. No, it looks good. Like I like how the CG actually, like I said, his hand looks mechanical and stuff. I like that. Well, let's go back to that scene. Hold on. All right. So we got the crew standing there. So Kano's working with the good guys, apparently. And I'm guessing that's Katana's, you know, fan right there, because she does that. And we got Cole over there, the only one out of costume, you know, got to be the odd man out. Like, you know, where's your super suit at, man? Don't know why Kano's working with them, though. That's kind of weird. All right. Big Tesla coil thing in the background. What else do we got? Oof. Loving it. Loving it. Yeah, let me do it here. That way we can see him lit up. Yeah. That might be my thumbnail pick, but yeah, I like that. That whole look for Scorpion with the Tonto on the side, with the sword on the back, looking more like samurai armor. Loving it. Now, the only thing that that will make this a little bit weird is he has to have yellow in there. Like if it's not yellow, then, or well, I can't even say orange red. No, it has to be yellow. He can't just come out there with like yellow trim wearing metal plate armor and be Scorpion. It's like, no, that armor has to be yellow at some point. Maybe with like the things on the shoulder pads or maybe the lining on the inside, but it has to be more yellow than, let's say, black. If it's like black armor with yellow trim, it's like, I'm not going to like that. But loving that look so far. Extremely loving that.
No matter how many of my people...
Okay, let me just take that back. That way we can slow down that full fire effect. I'm guessing he just teleported in or something. I just want to see it frame by frame. Like, look at that, man. Yeah, he must be either teleporting in or leaving, or teleporting in or leaving out. Look at that, man. That's where the money went in this movie. Like, I was going to be like, oh, this movie's B-rate garbage, but no, they just spent it all on a special. Not bad, though.
People you put in the ground.
I like the whole, let me take this back too. The whole Liu Kang, what was that TV show from back in the day? The Legend of Kane? I think that's what it's called. This has that kind of vibe to it, and that fits for Liu Kang's character. So I'm liking that.
My people.
They did a lot of kung fu shows back in the day that had similar things of people walking in and out of sunsets and stuff. Again, still loving that. All right, so that's what I was saying about Melina. She has to have the whole grill. That's what I don't want. That's that shit I don't like. Let me take it back. Who is this? That's Kung Lao fighting, I'm assuming, Cole or whatever. Okay, so that's not really showing anything but a kick. But yeah, she has to have the full grill. What I'm guessing what they're going to do with her, since that's a CG heavy effect, they're going to probably show her like that the whole movie. And then when it comes to her fight scene in the movie, like, you know, whenever they have her big moment, that's when she's going to go in with the fatality and probably show you the whole grill. I'm guessing that's what they're going to do with that. Again, also, why isn't she like wearing like pink or red? Not feeling that.
We will not fail.
Like the fact that they're acknowledging Shao Kahn. So Outworld exists, and he's the Emperor of Outworld and stuff like that. So leaves me hope for a sequel. Like the fact that they're having him in there. I'm assuming that's Reptile because of the whole camouflage chameleon effect. That's pretty cool. He looks more like an animal though. Like, let me take it back. Yeah, it looks like he's a lizard with a knife in his mouth, like a kunai or something. Yeah, see, like right there. So, and he doesn't look human. I mean, unless he's like a monstrous type thing. And maybe that's what they're going for. Instead of being, let's say, a human wearing a green ninja outfit, maybe that he's a walking, talking lizard man creature that can go invisible and be an assassin and stuff like that. So, because he's not wearing clothes. So either he transforms from, let's say, lizard to man, kind of like in the last Mortal Kombat movie when Liu Kang kicked him in a dead body and he kind of became human. Or maybe they're going to do something similar where it's like, this is his true form, but he can switch to a man form. Or maybe they just may keep him like this and be a huge reptile. But I would definitely not like it if they did that. I would like to see him in a green ninja-esque outfit. I mean, you could change it however you want, but he has to be a human character at some point or can switch between the two. Because if he's just a creature, like a big werewolf lizard thing walking around, it's like, it's not the character, you know? I'm guessing this is Shang Tsung with Melina and Sub-Zero, so I guess Shang Tsung is hiring the Ling Wei, because that's the only reason why Sub-Zero would be there. And I guess they got Melina on his left shoulder there, but I'm not sure how I'm feeling about this Shang Tsung. And that's only because I've seen this guy in other stuff too. He's a decent actor, but he's not, what's his name? You know, the guy that's been Shang Tsung for the past 20 years. You know, that's the man we all know and love. But granted, he is extremely old. So what I would have liked them to see is Shang Tsung can change his face. So, or change his whole body. He's a shapeshifter. That's what he does. I would love to see him be let's say the older, the normal Shang Tsung guy, I forget what his name is, but I'd like to see him as that character in the beginning. And then let's say as the movie goes from scene to scene, let's say he's like, oh, what do you expect me to look like? And then he just changes to this guy, and then he's this guy the rest of the movie or something like that. I guess have him in there as a cameo. That's what I'm saying. Only because he is Shang Tsung. It's like they've had him in the games, they've had him in the movies. It's like, why not roll with it? Keep it going. So I thought this was Sub-Zero, and maybe this is just him getting teleported in, but I don't see a whole lot of blue in there. So either that's Sub-Zero getting teleported somewhere and him coming out of the teleportation, or that's straight up smoke. So maybe they brought in smoke too, because it looks kind of gray, but it has that bluish tinge to it, like, the 90s era of Batman. But like, I like that effect though. And that's why I'm guessing that's smoke, because his armor looks a little bit different than Sub-Zero's. Like, I don't recall Sub-Zero having those spiky shoulders, but, or pauldrons, I guess you could say that is. But, they're showing a whole lot of smoke, and Sub-Zero doesn't do smoke. His thing is ice. So this effect looks too good. So I'm assuming that's smoke. Liu Kang doing the fire hands. Cool. Glad to see him in, like, actually doing some Liu Kang stuff instead of standing there talking like in the last movies. And is he making? Yeah, he made the Mortal Kombat dragon. That's cool. All right, maybe that's Liu Kang training or something like that, or maybe he's fighting whoever that person is on the left. Can't really see who that is either. Somebody with his arms crossed, but they got like blades. They're either holding knives or blades in their hands, or maybe that's Baraka and that's like his metal spikes coming out of his arms. But yeah, can't see who that is. Kind of looks like Quan Chi a little bit with the white face, but can't really tell. I'm assuming it's not Quan Chi though. All right, so we got Goro. That's going to cost a lot of money to do him. You can tell the CG isn't as great with other characters, because you can look at his arm right there and it just looks weird. But not a bad Goro. Don't know who in the hell he's fighting though. There's somebody wearing armor, and maybe this is like a previous flashback to an older Mortal Kombat tournament or something. And that's just generic fighting guy that's about to get his arms ripped off. Because I have no idea who that is. Nobody in the current Mortal Kombat cast has a metal back like that except for Jax. And yeah, that's like full on chest armor there. Then you got Sub-Zero. Okay, maybe that is Sub-Zero. He does have pauldrons on. Okay. Got Sub-Zero, trying to make everywhere Texas. Like, why you trying to be a dick? Like, people got to go to work in the morning, man. Why you got to be like icing the roads and stuff? Don't know what that's all about. Because that's kind of pointless, because like you would think he'd be chasing somebody or something, unless he's really out there just being a dick. Like, I'm going to fuck with these people. They won't be able to get their cars out of here in the morning, But like, maybe this is something that they cut out of the trailer, because he looks like he's icing the air and throwing it down on the road, unless he's like preparing for like an escape. So we're like, if he's chasing somebody, making it so that they slip and fall when they try to run away. That's kind of pointless to do. So that's either just showcasing what his powers are, maybe in the beginning of the movie or something, or he could be chasing somebody, and you see where like the snow kind of splits right there in the distance. Maybe somebody's running and he's icing the street to try to slow them down or try to ice them up. And they probably just cut that person out of the trailer so you don't see it. Maybe they don't want to spoil something. It could be something like that. Marvel does that a whole lot with their stuff. All right, so we got Liu Kang fighting. Oh, maybe was this the guy that he did the dragon on? Because he does have blades, and the other guy had something. Who in the hell is this person? Yeah. Cabal? Like, hold on. Yeah, that's Cabal. That's his weapon. That Chinese weapons. Okay, so that's Cabal. That's straight up Cabal. Okay. Because I seen the mask when I was going over frame by frame, and I was like, that kind of looks like a gas mask type thing. And he's the only person who has a mask like that. So yeah, that's Cabal. Okay. Glad they're bringing him in. Liu Kang messing him up. Love this scene here. Love that. Like I said, I'm a Scorpion fan, but whenever I see stuff like this, like they did it in the games multiple times, love ice weapons. Making Sub-Zero out to be a beast in this movie. See, I have to see my boy do something cool, like do something cool with fire. You know, I can't have my brother hold this movie above me because like Scorpion, you know, like I said, he's always been my favorite character, and he's the most popular character in the franchise. Sub-Zero used to be back in the day, but you know, Scorpion is where it's at now, and for probably for the past 15 years. So I've always been, you know, holding that over my brother. And I think even in one of the games, like 3 or 4 games ago, they had the main menu start screen where Scorpion uppercutted Sub-Zero. Love that. So I have to see my boy do something cool. Like he has to be, you know, pull a fire equivalent. All right, so that's just a lot of expression there.
Sub-Zero.
Okay, Batman. Yeah, let me definitely take this back here, because this is probably their main fight in the movie. Okay. The Scorpion is dressed more like a samurai ninja. Sub-Zero is dressed like a regular ninja. I'm expecting this fight scene to be the shit. Has to be. I'm just trying to see if we see anything cool. All right, so did he? Okay, so that's the harpoon that comes out of his hand. Okay, that's normal. But then it looks like he cut his hand off. Yeah, he sliced his hand off. Wait, that doesn't... So he sliced the back of his shoulder? Okay. That's just a bad edit then. They probably didn't mean for you to go frame by frame, because that just looks weird. Because where he cut him would be like his underarm part. But like you can kind of see where, you know, see where it sliced it. But you don't see the ice sword on that part of his shirt. It only goes on the back. So yeah, that's just a quick cut. And then they show it on the back. Okay. There's an artery right there too. So maybe that's where all that blood came from. Love the fact that he froze the blood though. I don't know why the blood congealed like that, because Sub-Zero can freeze stuff. He's not a telekinetic. So why would the blood form into an ice dagger? Like it would make more sense if he just froze what was there and then just stabbed him with it. But still, looks cool to see. Maybe I'm thinking too hard about it. So still looks cool. It's like the best thing I've seen in the trailer so far. You're like, let me stab you with your own blood. And then he makes the ice wall and kind of throws him in there. See, when I first seen that, I thought he was going to like stick to the ice spikes, but he just kind of just smashed him through it for no reason. See, like that, I had to see Scorpion do something cool, man. It's like, I mean, showing his move, I guess, is cool, but it's like, it's not the same. You have Sub-Zero doing all this badass stuff with powers. They have to make Scorpion do something cool too. All right, this is what I wanted to take back, because you had a lot of quick cuts in here. All right, yeah, let me take all of that back. All right, so finish him. Jack's fighting some guy, and all right, that kind of looks like the coal guy in the middle. I'm guessing that's Melina. So is that Sonya doing her kiss of death move? But I mean, I don't know if she would have that. I can't really see if that's Sonya or if that's like Katana or something. Because they had Katana's fan in this, so I'm assuming she's in here at some point. But yeah, that's somebody blasting Melina, putting a hole through him with a lot of ridiculous blood. So was she fighting that coal guy? Because he kind of looks like he has something on his arm. See how like his arms got like the Baraka spikes? So maybe he is like a Baraka person. Maybe I was guessing right on that. Or maybe that's just the weapon that he has that, you know, since they fight with weapons and stuff. But can't really see his face, but I'm guessing that's the coal guy. He's not bald, so it may not be Baraka. yeah, I'm not sure because if he was fighting her, wouldn't he be the one to kill that person? Why did Sonya jump in if that's Sonya? Unless that's Katana and she just like, what's up, bitch? And blasted her with something. Okay. A Scorpion stabbing that man in the head. And okay, so maybe this is during that same fight scene. Maybe Melina was fighting Sonya and what's his name? Okay. Really not liking the fact that she's not wearing her colors, her comic, well, not comic book colors, but her natural colors there. Really not liking the fact that she doesn't have the grill. Like she has to show it at least once. So, yeah. So it looks like they made Reptile. Yeah. I don't think he's going to have a human transformation in this because he's standing on all fours. And since he's getting his heart ripped out by Kano. So I guess maybe they're going to use Reptile as a throwaway character. I like the fact, what is that light on his back though? The hell is that? Look like he got a rocket stuck in his back. Maybe Kano used the eye laser on him and that's just a bad CG cut of it for the trailer. Because, yeah, I'm not sure what that glowing light is, but I like the fact that Kano's actually doing his fatality and ripping people's hearts out. That's cool. Glad to see they actually, are actually doing some shit with the abilities and the powers and stuff. So
you fucking beauty.
So yeah, that's the main, I guess takeaway of it is I like how they're actually doing stuff with this movie. Like I thought it was going to be hot garbage, and who knows, maybe it could still be, but they're doing a whole lot with the powers, the abilities. And they're trying to make it at least a menacing rated R movie. Like that a lot. Because that's what Mortal Kombat should be. Who knows if it's going to do anything because of COVID and everything like that. So, I mean, I'm hoping they get enough money to make another movie. Because in today's climate, like I said, it's up in the air. And I think this is going to HBO Max. So is this releasing in theaters and HBO Max? Because if it's going to just HBO Max, that's kind of shitty because that's kind of floundering at this point. Like nobody's going to sub to HBO Max to watch this. They would have to sub for everything else unless they sub for a month and then stop watching it again and unsub. But that's usually not what streaming services want. They want subs long term. So I don't know if this is going to do anything money wise because if it's on HBO Max, it's not making millions and millions of dollars to make that sequel. So who knows if it's even going to do that, but it looks good. If I had to give it like a rating, I would say it looks good. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be, but at the same time, it's like, I got some qualms with it, with the whole Cole character, unless they can make it about Mortal Kombat and not him. Because if it's more about him than the tournament and him following along with everything, then it's like, that's not what I want. So anyways, I'm just hoping it's good. I mean, it looks badass, but all the good parts of the movie could be in this trailer. It could be one of those things too, where it's like, if this is all we get and the rest of it is shit, then that's not what I want either. But compared to the first Mortal Kombat movie and the second one, you can only go up from there. Just saying. So definitely looks better than those two. If I had to give a final nitpick, I better hear that Mortal Kombat theme song in there somewhere. End credits, maybe, do it like a last hurrah, kind of moment for like act 3 at the end of the movie. Better be something. I better hear that Mortal Kombat theme in there. But anyways, fellas, let me stop rambling. It's been close to 40 minutes. And if you guys have been watching for this long, I really do appreciate it. This is a new channel I started, so this is going to be all commentary stuff, trailer breakdowns, reactions, that kind of sort of thing. So I'm going to try to keep it going. And if you guys have anything you want me to, react to, watch, or break down, let me know down in the comments there, and we can see if we can make it happen. So I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. Be safe out there, and I will see you guys in the next one. Later.